Hey everybody, it's Derek here. Thanks as always for stopping by. So today I wanted to talk about this book here. I think it was a quick reads that I got from the library, so I had to return it within the first week. So I don't have a physical copy with me, but let's get right into it. Hey guys, so today we're talking about The Exchange by John Grisham. It's a great new installment. I love John Grisham. I haven't read tons of his work, but I really enjoyed this one. It was just released too, kind of hot off the press. This was published in October, mid-October of 2023. So I don't think too many of you have maybe gotten around to it yet, but I would highly recommend it. I gave it 4 stars. As you can tell by the subtitle, it says After the Firm. I've consumed a lot of John Grisham. I would say I haven't read much of his work, but I didn't realize just how many films this guy is responsible for or has inspired. Obviously, there's the first installment of this series, which is The Firm. That was the one with the young Tom Cruise that came out, I think, early 90s or something like that, late 80s maybe. I can remember that classic Mercedes that he was driving. I was like, yeah, probably around 1992 or something, 91, whatever. Really, really great movie. I hope that Hollywood does release a follow-up to The Firm based on this book, The Exchange, because it is just so classically John Grisham. And what's really neat is it takes you all around the world. I think it would make a great blockbuster kind of film, just like The Firm. It's a real jet-setting quality to it too. You see so many parts of the world, and he's here, there, and everywhere. I think there's just so much cinematic opportunity with this story. But John Grisham, I had read Street Lawyer, which was really good. I would highly recommend that. I think that's the only other book of his that I've read. But, The Client, I didn't know that was a John Grisham novel. Oh, I was going through the list of his bibliography. I can't remember. There's been many films that this guy is responsible for. The Pelican Brief, I loved that, with Denzel Washington and Julia Roberts. So John Grisham is just amazing, and I really love legal thrillers. And what I love about this is it's not like a courtroom drama, as fun as those can be. This is more just like jet setting and high corporate lawyering. And I think perhaps the most charming aspect of this story is it doesn't pick up, 30 years later, which is where we are now, or slightly more than 30 years later. It picks up 15 years after the fact, after The Firm. So you still kind of get sort of modern historical vibes with this, right? It heavily involves characters like Muammar Gaddafi and our involvement with the Iraq War and some of those terrorist leaders that were coming online in North Africa specifically, I believe. I get fuzzy on names, guys. You have to forgive me, but I think Omar al-Bashir, comes up in this book. I might be getting him confused with another terrorist, but one of those African terrorists that was a real problem during the Muammar Gaddafi years. You know what I mean? So really intense, fast-paced, kind of historical, as I say. You get a lot of that sort of George Bush foreign policy era woven in through there. I would say as a criticism, though, I think that it could have been a little more fleshed out, like he could have added to the story instead of just, well, I'm not going to spoil it, but instead of just accomplishing the one thing that he sort of sets out to do within the first couple of chapters, they could have broadened that. They could have made the main character accomplish a little more than that, than delivering on the one good that it sort of sets out to do at the very outset. But that's all I would really critique it for. Otherwise, it's just classically John Grisham. And, Hollywood, if you're listening, please do a film on this book for me. I would love that. Anyway, guys, let me know in the comments if you've read this or if you intend to. Let me know if you did read it, what you thought of it. And I'd love to talk to you down in the comments. Thanks for stopping by. Hey everyone, I hope you liked this video. If you want more like the one you just watched, click the suggested video on this screen. Make sure you subscribe. And to connect with me on my other platforms, my handles are linked below in the description, all right? Take care, peeps. Till next time.